Tip number 347 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. We are in the chapter of Contractors Beware. Beware of these tips and make sure that you either do them or avoid them, whatever I am suggesting in here. The first one is to do your best. And I know this sounds like maybe something you would learn as a Boy Scout or in school. Always do your best. I actually found it in a book. And the book that I listened to, it was an audio book, and I'm not going to give the name of it because of I could have problems with liability or the publishers and stuff like that. But in the book, it suggested doing your best, and it gave all these opinions, provided all of these reasons why it matters, you know. And as a contractor, I know I've worked with a lot of people. And I would say less than 5% of them were people who did their best regularly. These people who did their best regularly were conscientious of the work they were doing, usually always had work. Now, with that said, I don't want to, this is probably going to shock some of you, and it really doesn't make any sense, but I have also worked with people who were the biggest crooks in the world, and they always had work. So I'm not going to say one is better than the other, but I am going to tell you this, and that is that the people that I worked with that were, they weren't worried about overcharging people and ripping them off. They always had anxiety. They were always under stress. The people who weren't and did their best, they were honest people, these were people that usually lived stress-free lives, or you know, they weren't going around, you know, they weren't anxious all the time and suffering from anxiety and worried about somebody, you know. I knew one guy who would go into a restaurant, he would not sit, he had to sit with his back up against a wall, because there were that many people that were after this guy. And, you know, this is something that, you know, you don't want. And for those of you who do, this is something that, you know, you're probably watching the wrong videos. You know, you're in the wrong spot, you know, to stop this video and go on your merry way, you know, because I'm trying to make people more conscientious. You know, contractors don't have to, you know, rip people off to stay in business. They don't need to have a bad name. You know, I can't tell you how many, that person's a contractor. It's like you're a used car salesman or something, you know. That's not what you want. You know, you want that person's a contractor. They're honest or reputable. I've worked with people who charge a lot of money, and they write it down in their contract. This is what I get by the hour. Here's what the materials are going to be. Here's the price on the job. Take it or leave it. They're not ripping somebody off. If you're ripping somebody off when you're telling them something they're not going to be aware of. This isn't the case. You know, you write in your contract, hey, I charge $120 an hour, and it's going to take 7 hours. And the people look like, whoa, I'm hiring the guy for $25. Knock yourself out. You're not ripping anybody off. You're charging what you feel you need. And when I say this, when I go into my dentist office and they charge me $100 to get my teeth cleaned, and then I go in there the next time and they charge me $140. It's actually a true story. And then I went in there the last time to get my teeth cleaned, it was $178. So basically that's a $40 addition in 3 things, and I'm probably not going there ever again. These people, I would go there if they did awesome work. I'm not going back there if they don't. And to me, they never have done and that the lady before that cleaned my teeth ruined it for everybody who is going to clean my teeth in the future. And this is the same position you want to be in as a contractor. You want to be known as the person who does the best job, high quality, and you're going to have to charge accordingly for it. But feel free. If you want to do work, high quality work for $15 an hour, go for it. You want to do high quality work for $700 an hour. If you can get it, go for it. But do the best you can, and put that in all aspects of your life. And this doesn't mean become the best crook that you can. This means to become the best version of an honest person who does high quality work at reasonable prices, at least reasonable prices to you. Remember, as a contractor, you've got to charge enough money so you can actually go to the dentist.